Hey guys, my name's Ernie. Thank you for stopping by our page. What I want to do today is three things in this brief video. I'm going to help you understand how to do a fundraiser, a reverse renewable energy fundraiser. If you're a school, a nonprofit, a real estate agent, we work with all sorts of sports teams, groups that do fundraising. Second, if you're an individual just looking for an easy way to get some extra money in your pocket, I'm going to show you and tell you about our referral program. And third, if you're a homeowner, I'm going to share with you how you could get a solar system in your home at no cost. Yes, this is a possible thing these days. So hang in there. Let's get started. First of all, what is the Solar Superhero Program? Well, I invented this program a few years back for a very good reason. If you look at this photo here, that's actually my house. We live in Chino Hills, and I grew up in Chino Hills. But since I bought this house, it actually, the home burned to the ground in the 80s. The house was rebuilt in the 90s, and I bought it in 01. Now, since I bought the house, there's been at least 10 wildfires in the area. Twice I got evacuated. The second time I came home and said, what can I do as a resident, someone in this community, to make a difference? Because this is ridiculous. The environment's, in turmoil. There's fires all the time. So I looked into solar, and it made a huge difference. And if we could get more people to go renewable with solar energy, it will make a difference to the environment. It will help. And that's why I invented the Solar Superhero Program. Let me tell you what it's all about. First of all, we're very excited to help young people, students, children understand renewable energy. We've partnered with a company called need.org that provides amazing curriculum resources, next generation science standards aligned projects, and resources to help young people understand renewable energy. There's kits for students, there's resources for teachers. We do fundraisers to help cover cost of supporting teachers and getting these materials into the schools. It's a big passion of ours. And this is one of the main reasons why we do these fundraisers, is so schools can get this information in their classrooms. The second thing we do is we advocate. What does that mean? Well, all the time in the state of California, especially, there's legislation that's anti-solar, anti-environment, anti-homeowner, and we kind of stick up for the little guy. We are part of a consortium of people that monitors this legislation to make sure that the power companies don't get rid of your option and your ability, the freedom that you have to change providers of your power. So we do a lot of legislation. I'm going to get into that in a little more detail in a moment. Also, we have a partner where we actually do solar installation, design, maintenance, and that's where the fundraising comes from. If we find people that are interested in solar installations, we can now donate back to the school, the nonprofit, the group, the team, the real estate agent. There's so many different things. And if you're an individual who just knows people that own homes, and this is passion, and you're passionate like we are, and this resonates with you, will help bring us some new team members. And if they get solar installation, well, there's a referral for you. When it comes to the legislative action part, we're very excited about this. We're partners and members of the California Solar and Storage Association, and also at the Solar Rights Alliance. So they're the two biggies here in California, monitoring legislation in Sacramento. I was the Chino Valley Chamber of Commerce president, and I got to see firsthand how things work in Sacramento. And so we were very successful at defeating AB 1139, which was an anti-solar bill. We're in the process of modifying the NEM 3.0 legislation, which is the rules on how solar works, who pays what, the fees. It's always changing. And then SB 100 is already established, and I'm going to get into why that's important for you. But I also think it's good to know the types of groups we work with. Nonprofits, cancer research, school groups, fundraising groups, a lot of schools, a lot of real estate agents, and really anyone who's interested in making a difference with the environment. Obviously, we're in a state of need. Not enough people are really taking the environmental problems we're having seriously, and it's getting late in the game. We need to figure it out. And so this is my effort to get the word out on people. Now, a lot of people are asking me, Ernie, I'm seeing solar everywhere. Why is this in my face? Why are people knocking on my door? Why is this a thing right now? And it's really simple. Electric prices are going through the roof. No pun intended. Um, just since last summer, the rates have gone up 15%, and they continue to go up. And there's nothing that you can do about that. The power companies are almost like monopolies. Things are a little different now, which I'll share with you. But this is a part of the challenge: is that power rates are going up, and you have no choice except to look at other options, which is now possible. But let's ask yourself, why are the power rates going up? Most people do not know this, but since we've shut down all of our nuclear power plants here in California, and we've really kind of tried to fix this old grid system, there's just not enough power. We consume way more power in California than we produce. That means we need to buy power from other states, Arizona, Nevada in particular, and then we need to ship it here. Well, who do you think pays for that? Yeah, you do. We pay for the import charges, generation charges, transmission, distribution. There's 4 ways you have to pay for power. Now, don't forget, this grid system is old, it's obsolete. It runs on wood and coal primarily, causing lots of pollution. The power lines break all the time and cause wildfires. You've seen the photos of communities just completely wiped out. This is a problem that needs to change. This is something that needs to be addressed pretty quickly, because this is a large part of the problem where we're having environmental issues. And the problem is very simple. Generate power on your roof. I mean, from the sun. It's cheap. It's clean. There's one little cable that comes into your house. Instead of bringing it in from Arizona and paying for that and polluting the environment, causing wildfires, let's produce power locally. And there's nothing more local than your roof. And since we do all the designs, we could try to make it really nice so that it's not in your face, put on the back of the house of, if possible. We love south-facing roofs. So these are things to keep in mind. Solar energy is at a point where, most homes can't support a solar system. Most homes will find their electric bills go down because of this amazing technology. Some of the new battery systems, if power goes out in your neighborhood, well, now you're protected. You got power through the night. Anyway, let's talk about SB 100. This is a really probably the most important legislation when it comes to all of this, because with SB 100, you now have the right, you have the freedom to break the chains from the electric companies. Let's get into this. First of all, the legislation, the law that's already been passed, says that all new homes built in California must have solar. You've seen it when you're driving down the freeway, all the new developments, there's solar panels on there. They've done it. They figured it out. They're starting to solve the problem, one new house at a time. Here's something you might not be aware of. By 2035, all new vehicles sold in California must be electric. Wow, that's going to be a big shift. That's going to be a huge one. You're probably already thinking about electric cars, but probably the one that hits home the most is this third bullet. By 2045, all electricity in California will be created by renewable sources. That's wind power, that's hydroelectric, which is water, rivers, and that's solar. So of those 3, solar is by far the least expensive, the most mature, the most efficient, and it's all available now. So with all of this said, it's not if you're going to do solar, it's when you're going to do solar. If you want to wait till 2045 when the big traffic jam happens and the prices go way up, you can, or you could investigate it now, because you could start saving money now. What do I mean by that? Well, if your electric bill, let's say it's $300 a month, throwing out a number, you could get that reduced by $100 to $150, 30 to 50%. That's over $1,000 a year, every year. I'm sorry, but most people I know like to save money. That's one of the benefits of this program. So let's talk about the program. We've partnered with a company called Sunrun. They are the finest solar installation company in North America. They're the biggest. They are a $20 billion publicly traded on the NASDAQ company. They have the best warranties in the business, very well established. Let's talk about the program they offer. It's called a PPA. With the PPA, you don't pay for anything. You don't pay for solar panels. You don't pay for inverters. You don't pay for the installation. You don't pay for the mounting. You don't pay for The maintenance, you don't pay for the monitoring. They pay all of that. What you do pay is a lower electric bill, for anywhere from 30 to 50% lower. I have a friend of mine, he has a vacation home in the desert. It's huge. His electric bill was $1,700 a month, 1700. I got him down to 700 a month. Now I'm his best friend now. It's his vacation home. It's a huge house. It's, yeah. Another buddy of mine, he lives in Riverside, and his bill was closer to 800, and I got him down to under 300. These are possible. And I mean, those are huge extremes. Most people pay a couple $100. I could get them down to $100. That's how most of them work out. But pretty much 99.9% of the time, I could get your bill down, and I could try to get you approved for this program. The other really key element is, and real estate agents love this, with this model, there's no lien, there's no lease, there's no finance, there's no debt. Come on now. This is a very clean transaction. And the other great part, you know, a lot of us within the next 3 to 5 years are going to move. If you want to move, even if it's sooner than that, this program is perfect for you because it gets your power bill down immediately, 30 to 50%. You now have more money to put towards your down payment. You know, that's always nice. You don't own the equipment, so it automatically transfers to the new owner. It's kind of like that satellite dish. It goes to the new owner. It's kind of like your electric, your phone service. Yeah, old school. Yeah, this transfers to the new owner. This just transfers to the new owner. But not only that, if your house is for sale and the house next to you is for sale and they don't have solar, but you do, your power is cheap, their power is expensive, you now have a benefit over other non-solar homes in your community. This is an asset for you. This is a benefit for you if and when you decide to sell your house or gift it or whatever you want to do. Maintenance is included for the life of the program. It's a beautiful model. So yeah, people say, what's the catch? Well, there is a catch. And the challenge is that not everybody gets approved for this program. My job is to help you get approved. And here's the things you need to do that. First of all, you have to own the home. Don't go away yet. If you're a renter, that's okay. Get your landlord on board. Let them know that you want to save money in your electric bill, and they could do this at no cost. And it'll help your child's school or team, or maybe it's you doing a referral and put the money in your own pocket. However it works. Maybe this doesn't make sense for you. Maybe it makes sense for your family members or neighbors. We'll get into that in a second. Someone has to own the home that we're talking to. Next, they have to have a good FICO score. They want to, Sunrun wants to make sure they're dealing with people that aren't just going to rip off the panels and sell them on eBay. They want to make sure it's a good risk. Obviously, your home has to have good sun hours. You can't be in a cave, you can't be under a bunch of trees. It's got to be, you know, good sun. We love south facing roofs. That's good stuff. And that, speaking of roofs, you need to have a good roof and good electrical. That's not a deal breaker because we could do home upgrades, we could do roof repairs, we could do panel upgrades to your electrical panel. That's easy stuff. Let us just take a look at it. So what we do is we analyze your electric bill. If you look at a bill, it shows you your previous 12 months of usage. It's kind of a bar chart, and I'm able to plug that into a system and build the perfect solar system for your previous 12-month use. Now I'm going to ask you questions like, are you planning on buying an electric car? Are you putting in a pool? Are you doing any kind of lighting or refrigeration projects? Anybody moving in or out of the house? All of this is factored in to make sure that we get the exact right system size so that you're not paying more than you need to pay. Whatever that is, it's going to be 30 to 50% less than you're paying now. So if you're doing the fundraiser, if you're doing the referral program, or even if you just want to, if you want this on your house, I want to share it with your friends and neighbors. Who could you approach? Well, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, other groups you belong to, social media, of course, email. You know, I tell a lot of people, especially the fundraising partners I have, you know, think like a Girl Scout selling Girl Scout cookies. They become very innovative. They have websites, they have social media accounts, they become influencers, they're doing TikToks. They're hanging out in front of the grocery store. Spread the word. How can we help the environment? This is a feel-good story. This is a positive way. Because if you could tell, there's no money changing hands here. I mean, yeah, you're going to pay your electric bill, but you're already paying that, but it's going to be less now. Other than that, there's no money changing hands. I'm paying you a referral fee, but that's kind of, you know, my cost for doing this. So if you're approaching people, you know, ask them, hey, are you interested in saving money on your electric bill? The reason I ask is my child's team, class, you know, whatever, our nonprofit is raising money for cancer research, whatever it is, we're running a renewable energy fundraiser. It costs you nothing. Visit funds4solar.com, see if you qualify, share it with your friends. Very simple. I'm not trying, I don't want you to be a salesman. That's my job. You just get people interested in helping the planet. We're trying to save the planet one roof at a time, and we want you to be part of our team that's doing that. So I thank you for your time. Visit the website, funds4solar.com. There's a similar video to this on there you can watch. Our phone number, 866-800-8971, or you could email us, info@funds4solar.com. All right, folks, I appreciate your time. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you.